5:05 p.m. Let's do a little bit of an update in regards to our weather, as well as, well, of course, our sky observations. We are facing east right now, and as we circle around, of course, whew, we have this blinding light, and then what appears as though it's nothing but that milky whiteness in the background. And more than likely we are blurred out, as that is the typical case due to the scenarios that be. Let's go ahead and, as I'm jaw jacking, we'll check out what we've got going on up here in the vicinity of the light. So, if you've been keeping up on today's recordings, then you know that we have had quite the onset of signs for possible scenarios of precipitation. Well, I've done something just moments ago that I have not done in a couple of days, and that is to tune into our local weather. And apparently those indicators of precipitation or oncoming precipitation have been quite accurate, as there's potentials of said precipitation to come about around midnight tonight or this morning, however you want to look at it. So, yep, overnight rain. And as far as the wildfire smoke, yeah, we still have a little bit, according to the news once again. We still have a little bit that's hanging around, and it is still under the level of possibly being unhealthy for some. So that's on their little categories of hazardous smoke in comparison to human health. And it looks like right up in here, I don't know, we'll get this, but it looks like something cut through. There's like a path up in here, a dark pathway. It looks like something cut through. Yeah, I don't know, I'm seeing like little splotches of dirtiness. Since I just started recording, there's been a change in the sky, as now it's easier to see the background here. You know, the whiteness, the milkiness is clearing out just in the time that I have been recording. I'm now able to start seeing, well, when there is formations of cloud material to be seen. But then again, is it really cloud material that we are seeing? So I just thought I'd go ahead and provide a quick update that we are on your narratives for precipitation later on tonight, which again, all those indications came about with our earlier recordings today. On that note, I guess I am preparing to head on out here. order to tend to the granimals, and otherwise we shall see what else might transpire throughout the rest of this day and night, or evening at least. So until we return, Miss Skywise out. 5:30 p.m. Just finished contending with quite the mob scene while feeding the granimals tonight. Even the blue jays come out just squawking at me hard and heavy, and of course chickens and cat. Man, they were underfoot like you would not believe. Wow. So we got that done and have made a mad dash to get out of the woods. And from this point here, I'm moving across the northern horizon here, and then as we continue going across, you might be able to see the change within, well, let's say the coloration as well as the texture of the sky. Yeah, and I think, well, let's go ahead and yeah, and we've got just these very strange cloud formations up overhead, and we are going to drop down this lighting and target the sun and the clouds about it. Now, we might not be seeing anything special. Well, I did want to attempt to record what we've got going on here. And I've only stepped out so far, as I am using the branches in order to actually, well, they're my location markers. Because for the most part, anything that I see in the screen is just nothing but glare. And I think those have now gone on by. So we will go ahead and focus our attention elsewhere. We'll go back here to the eastern horizon, and we'll go ahead and give this a real quick look before I end this recording and head up to the apartment. And even though there's sounds happen, the sounds of aircraft, yeah, visibility is practically nil when it comes down to actually capturing any. This is just ridiculous. Alright. So, until next time, Skywise out. 8:05 p.m. Yeah, not really too much to be seen until we, of course, pan around, or spin around, go down here to our western horizon. Right off the bat, man, it looks like nothing but dirty glare. So we will go ahead and zoom in, ensure that we have proper focusing, drop down this lighting, and well, we have this nice little, well, almost question mark, and as we drop down the lighting that much more, we can see evidences of trail activity that's been taking place back here. Unless, of course, these are just, I don't know, I've been seeing a lot of these strange waves. Yeah, in fact, I'm thinking that's what's going on. Yeah, this is just craziness, people. If you've been following along with my content here recently, there's been a lot of these strange waves that tend to flow in different directions. And then, of course, we have our strobe light effect that's been taking place in the skies at, a certain precise moment when the outside lighting is just right. Can we see all these back in here? But anyways, yeah, a lot of waves. I'll just leave it at that. So of course we will be back out here right around that 9 o'clock time frame. But yeah, this right here is, plain evidence of trailing activity. Huh. Strange bird. And there's a really neat line right up in here too. Almost sound like I had a tree out here that spoke a word. Okay, so we got these lines back in here. We are once again picking these up. Now let's go ahead and just real quick can we see what is above this little puff of stuff here? I don't know if that's being picked up very well or not. Just something else that has caught my attention. I want to make sure this is in focus. Anyways, we shall leave off with this right here and come back at a later time. Yeah, yeah. It was a treat. Tree spirits are talking. Alright. Skyway's out for now.